band from the 60s that they ended up in a bad shape and just didn't work out. And there's a lot of family bands that, you know, they hit it real high and then it seems like it doesn't work out well in the end. What's the secret behind your longevity as not only just a band, which is impressive, but as a family band?
Well, I think it's a challenge for anybody, no matter what, the ups and downs otherwise. I mean,
We talk over each other constantly. That's the first rule.
I was just going to start by saying it really is interesting because there is such a rich history of families, whether it's two brothers as a part of a band or a whole family as a band. I mean, there's so many great bands that have had that, you know, for the Jackson 5, you know, the Isley Brothers, and, you know, the Beach Boys, and, you know.
There's also a really cool band called Isley, which is actually from Texas.
Isley is a great band from Texas.
Yeah.
You know, it's just there's lots of that, and it's true. It is difficult. It's hard, especially, you know, being brothers. You know exactly how to pick on each other, or exactly how to, you know, make
I think
it
it's
right.
also like you've been around each other, and so there's no line. So you're like, you just say things to one another that you would never say to anyone else. Like,
I think
I don't know. I mean, I could come up with
Things that we're not going to say.
exactly.
I mean, honestly, the shared, I think the shared goal, the shared like love of playing music. I mean, those are the things that keeps it together. And I mean, there's a million stories, not just of family bands, but of all kinds of bands falling apart. And there's a lot of reasons. I mean, you're putting yourself under a lot of pressure, and you're hoping to do something. I mean, there's a lot of people that play music, but there's very few that get to make it their job. You know, get to actually sort of do this full time. So you just never get complacent. I think that's one of the main things. Is you never sit back and go, "Oh, this is good, man. It's gonna be put it on cruise control." You can't ever do cruise control.
Well, and to be honest, the beginning of this record,
nobody used cruise control. Got it?
and the beginning of this record was also a little bit challenging as well. I mean, we actually did slow the record process down by several months because we were we had been very, very busy up until the beginning of the.
We were spending a lot of time on the line, you know, and like using that line very strategically to bug each other.
You mean
Exactly.
you're saying we crossed the line every once in a while?
Yeah, wow, that
We
was
do mean things to each other.
Yeah.
yeah.
We bought each other cakes.
Are you guys okay? Honestly. Okay.
No.
Where's
I'm not sure what was said. It was like, well, we did some stuff, and there was a line, and we did some things. Are you saying you did drugs? You did lines of drugs? No, it was a line. It was a proverbial line. Your perverted line? What? Never mind. It was a G-string thing. Whatever.
G-string's Ike's got a G-string right there.
Exactly. Well, that was
G-string.
There was a particular. Yeah.
Robin's here. Hey, Robin, where are you, Robin? Oh, there's Robin. Here's Robin's question. What new techniques did you use in making your new record, Anthem? What new techniques?
New techniques.
Like technology or whatever.
Let me see. Are there any brand new
We
techniques?
used microphones.
Magic.
I think one interesting thing about this record versus so the last record, Shout It Out, was very stripped down. We did a lot of off-the-floor recording. But the main thing I think about that record was there weren't a lot of layers. There were a lot. It was purposefully simple. And so with this record, some of those techniques were the same. A lot of the songs were recorded live off the floor, but the simplicity was not a barrier.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot more stacking of things like horns or vocals.
Particularly vocals in this case. I mean, there's a lot
string
of
parts. I mean, there's
Yeah.
parts, you know, where we take one string and we stack it 30 or 40 times, and you have this huge sound, but it's from one small
And
place.
yes, that does take a long time.
Yes. So I think maybe that's one of the things that was different. It's not that it's something we hadn't done before, but I think it is something that's a new development for this phase in the band. It's been a little while since I think the records had these kinds of sounds, which is hopefully a good thing.